All right, we had a good practice day. Good practice day. Consider it was hot, and guys worked hard. We worked again against each other quite a bit. We've made some progress in trying to get our scout teams going, and that worked pretty good. But we need a lot of work in both areas of just learning how to practice the other team, and trying to get better. We come back in the morning, and it's going to be a quick turnaround for some of these guys. 12-hour turnaround and go back to practice again. It's going to be a little bit different for some, and we'll have a good practice tomorrow. We'll have a hard practice. We're going to go about 2 hours today. We're going 2.5 hours, and then Friday will be a little bit of team, but mostly kicking game. But we got something done. The heat's got to us a little bit today. I thought we shut it down a little bit early. Then we got a little cool weather when the sun went down. We picked it up, but got a lot of work to do. Definitely not ready to play a game, but we'll find out about that in about 10 days. Questions?
Running backs, do they practice?
Which running backs?
Brad and Tristan.
Brad practiced. Tristan did not.
Is Tristan injured his toe again or something else?
No, it's hamstring.
Did y'all name a starting quarterback today, Coach?
No, we did that yesterday.
Okay. And it is?
Tucker Tuberville. No, we haven't named one yet. I think you'd heard about it. Not yet.
They still getting the same number of reps?
Oh, yeah.
Time, cardio?
Yeah. And this time of year, first and second quarterback get the same amount of reps. Now, when we start practicing, I would imagine after the first game, we'll cut back a little bit. But right now, we're still trying to pick the right one.
I mean, at this point, you're anticipating using both guys throughout the season, right?
Yeah, they're both going to play anyway. It's just, we might send them out, and whoever, if it's heads, we might play one. If it's tails, we might play the other.
When do you expect to name the starter?
I have no clue.
Do you think you will?
Huh?
I mean, do you think you'll know who's going to take the first snap before 20 minutes before the start of the game?
Yeah, we'll know next week.
Is Derek Marks hurt?
He didn't look hurt today. He was a beast out there today.
Craig Stevens.
I think he strained the back of his calf last week.
Craig Stevens did, or is that Derek?
Huh?
Sorry, I haven't asked you a question in the middle of it. How about Craig Stevens? Is he healthy?
Yeah, he didn't practice much today. I think he's got something wrong with his toe or something.
Oh.
But he practiced yesterday, but didn't practice today. Hopefully he'll be back tomorrow. But he ran the first practice. They just held him out.
That's Chris Slaughter. I mean, since we left practice, has he still been pretty good? Is he keeping it going?
Yeah. We, it's, I think the lights come on for him. You just hope it keeps staying on. Some guys sometimes lock up on you. Last year, I thought mid-season he kind of went downhill a little bit, but right now he's practiced well. Every time we practiced, he's come out and looked like he's been on a mission, which has been good.
Who's your third corner and nickel right now?
Pardon?
Who's the third corner and nickel right now?
I couldn't tell you.
Did y'all finally get word on Reggie Hunt?
No.
Nothing.
Can you just go on a rant about the clearinghouse right now? I'm just kidding. You got one every year.
What do you put yours on every day? Where's that going? Your video?
Yeah, I put it on the advertiser, sir.
Oh, you do?
Yes, sir.
The hottest.
You have a website?
That's funny.
It's tough.
Talk about practice time now. You talk about getting into scout teamwork, not getting into game plan too much. How much have you gotten in? Have y'all even started on it?
Yeah, the biggest thing you don't want to do is get everybody bored. It's kind of like practice for a bowl game. You can only practice so many times and start losing their attention. I think changing scout teams got us back going a little bit, and we'll have one tomorrow. Then that's the reason I'm not going to do much on Friday or Saturday and come back. We'll go back at it Sunday, but we need to play a game here pretty soon. But we need to learn, like I said, the transition of scout teams from no scout teams. But we do it against each other still. We have what we call crossover, which we go almost a good 30 plays against each other, and then we do a blitz drill against each other, and then we do Skelly against each other. So we do a good 45, 50 minutes a day when we start season on Tuesdays and Wednesdays against each other, and that keeps us in kind of game form. But right now we've done an awful lot of hitting, got a lot of guys banged up, so we need to get to a point where we can start kind of recouping a little bit.
Will you hit any at all next week?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll hit Sunday and Tuesday. Tuesday will be kind of like a Wednesday practice, and then we'll have 2 short practices on Wednesday and Thursday.
Are there any early reports on how Gabe has done?
He's done well. You know, Gabe is very attentive. Everything he does, he's full speed. I'm proud of his, him just wanting to play, wanting to make a decision on going and being on the field. And, in this offense, he would have played some, but he was kind of seeing the rotation and kind of feeling that, I'd like to do a little bit more being a junior. I like his acceleration off the ball. He's very coachable, and if he keeps practicing the way he's practicing, he'll play in the first game at defensive end.
Lester and
Tate at tailback, they pretty much going to split time there? Or?
Well, I think there's going to be different scenarios for both of them, and then of course we'll play. Tristan will play in the backfield, and of course we've got 2 backs, and there'll be 2 of them back there a lot, and we'll have one. There's going to be times where 3 of them might be on the field. In terms of 1 in the slot, 2 in the backfield. There's a lot of we got. When you got this many backs, you got to find a way to use them. And then, of course, Eric Smith, we still hadn't decided. It looks more and more like he'll probably play, and so then you got to work him in. And so we'll make that decision probably during the weekend while they're gone, and then when we come back Sunday. When we practice Sunday, whoever practices Sunday is going to play.
If this were a game situation, would Tristan be able to play, or what's the severity of his injury?
Yeah, he could play. We're just, we got so many running backs, and he knows what to do. He's had a good camp. When these running backs in this offense go as much as they've gone, they tweak something, you don't push your luck, because that could extend it and make it worse. So Eddie's done a good job of rotating them around, and I thought this was a cruise ship. That'll be on the advertiser tonight. Tommy, y'all got it. Tommy, y'all have a website too?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah. We combine it with most of the program.
Yeah. You ever been on the advertiser website before?
Tommy used to work there.
Oh, you did?
A little before the advertiser website started.
But that was way before cell phones and websites. It was back when we were using stone tablets to do our notes and stuff.
Tom, any
Like
thought
Marshall
to,
days.
go ahead, Hey, all right. Any thought to possibly redshirt Raven Gray if he just can't quite get his knee going this fall?
A lot of it will depend on what he does in the next 3 or 4 weeks. A.J. Green's playing better, so that gives us, with Gabe, that gives us, 5 over there that we feel pretty good about. But, the first couple of weeks, Raven looked real good. Then he kind of went downhill because he started losing strength because he hadn't been going that much. If he regains it, we won't redshirt him, we'll play him, because he's pretty good in some certain situations, and he'd probably be a situation guy for a while. But no, we wouldn't redshirt him if he just got to make a little bit of recovery.
Now that the new semester's underway, are there any players who are academically ineligible for 2008?
So Ryan Williams is academically eligible?
Ready to go.
About
But it's in a doghouse.
Doghouse.
Derek Winter,
Yeah.
you mentioned earlier, had a possibility of playing as a freshman wide receiver, and then Darvin Adams, another one. Are they still in the bubble?
Yeah, until Sunday. We talked about that today about receivers, and I don't want to play one of those guys, 3 or 4 plays and then wish we hadn't have done it. So we're going to do long, hard thoughts probably Saturday and Sunday morning before we start practice again Sunday afternoon. But they're doing good. I would imagine at least one of those would play, maybe 2.
Anything else?